Hello and welcome to St Joseph's College. My name is Rebecca Barker and I am proud to have the role as Head of Learning of the Waterford Year 7 and 8 Sub-School. I look forward to working with you and your sons at St Joseph's. My role today is to go over a few of the important organisational aspects of curriculum that will help prepare for next year. Much of this information is contained in the Year 7 handbook, which can only be accessed from our website. The handbook contains information about subjects your son will undertake next year, as well as daily life at the college. You will by now have received the advised information for our Grade 6 testing. The purpose of this testing is for us to best prepare for the start of next year. We do not stream our classes according to student ability, but the results do give us some rich data on where your son's strengths are. We can build on these as well as identify areas for learning growth. Transition information has also been received from current Grade 6 teachers. Next year your son will study a language other than English for the whole year, which he will continue into Year 8. The choice of language as well as our preference for mixed ability class groups helps form our homerooms. So let's have a look at what Year 7s will be studying next year. All Year 7 study religious education, English, humanities, maths, science, health, PE and a language, Chinese or Italian, as well as a number of arts and technology subjects. Some will run for the whole year and others will run for a semester. As students progress through the school, they are given more subject choices, but for Year 7 the aim is to provide a well-rounded curriculum that will lay a strong foundation for the future. St Joseph's prides itself on the delivery of innovative and contemporary learning programs. Our curriculum is designed around the project-based learning PBL model. This is an innovation that has made St Joseph's approach to instruction unique in the Geelong area. PBL is a teaching method in which students gain knowledge and skills by working for an extended period of time on a complex question, problem or challenge. PBL follows the VIC curriculum standards with a focus on challenging students to investigate curriculum that has a real-world connection. Students develop enterprise skills in technology use, collaboration, presentation skills in investigation and communication in order to create rigorous and authentic learning products. Whilst we hope not to undertake any remote learning in 2022, if required, we are well resourced and equipped to deliver a comprehensive program of teaching and learning online. It's important to know that you can contact your son's subject teachers if you have any concerns. Subject teachers are usually the best place to answer questions about your son's progress. You are welcome to contact your son's teachers via email, phone, or via the school diary, which will be issued to your son next year. Please keep in mind that teachers are very busy at school and teach multiple classes across multiple year levels. Teachers will do their best to contact you within 24 hours. The diary also contains a wealth of information on uniform, key dates, maps, policies and contact details. We use Campion book suppliers for all our Booklist items, and there are a number of important things you need to be aware of concerning Booklists. The first thing to note is that all of the items listed for each subject are compulsory, and this includes the issued stationery for each subject, which you can source from any supplier. Students can often need a bit of help in organising their school materials. The last section on the book list is for general stationery items. Among these items are a number of plastic named attaché file. These are very popular and well used by students across every year level. It is very helpful if the boys have one for each subject. These can be sturdy files and be reused in future year levels. Religious education, health, PE, maths and science, to name a few, either have a digital text or have a digital component of a textbook. Some of the items have to be ordered online or by going to the Campion website so that Campion have a record of purchases if the licence or code is lost. You must complete the entire order online. You will have received a notification of whether your son will be studying Italian or Chinese. You only need to purchase textbooks and stationery for one LOTE subject. Due to curriculum changes, a number of subjects have had to update their subjects with a new hard copy or digital text. These should have an explanatory note that the text must be purchased new. To order from the Booklist, you must do so online. Booklist items will be delivered to homes by the end of January, the week school starts. The dates will be listed on the Booklist and the flyer. There is a second-hand school supplies shop located in Star Street, just off Little Ryrie, for the purchase of second-hand textbooks. To further help you, you will be able to access Sustainable School Shop, which is an online trade site for school resources. On this site, you can buy, sell, swap school Booklist items and uniforms, a little like eBay for school resources. The school has subscribed to this service, so it's free of charge for St Joseph's families. The Parent Access module is known as PAM. Last week, you were issued with a PAM username, password and instructions via email, and this will give you access to your son's report for each term. You can also view information about your son's timetable, teacher contacts and daily messages, a great way to keep up with daily happenings. At SJC, we have real-time reporting. Rather than wait for an end of semester report, you can stay abreast of what's happening in the classroom. All subjects have a section under learning areas in PAM where assessment tasks are lined up with up-to-date marks. Some tasks are assessed satisfactory or not satisfactory, and some tasks receive a percentage grade. Accessing PAM regularly ensures that you have up-to-date information about your son's learning in each subject area, as well as keeping an eye on what's coming up and what has or has not been submitted. We ask that the medical information for your son be completed online in PAM by Friday the 22nd of October. All Year 7s are issued a laptop at the beginning of a school year, which is an important tool and essential for learning. Laptops are used every day for most of the subjects studied. Students will be taught to use their laptops safely and digital texts will be set up. A common question that we regularly answer is around the topic of homework. At Year 7, it's important to set good habits and routines. However, we also know that the boys need to balance their studies with their other commitments, family, friends and sport. Helping your son build routines around his schoolwork and other commitments is a huge help to us and a big part of learning to manage his time. We recommend, on average, around an hour of homework, revision and reading each weeknight. This keeps the boys up to date, but also helps them to go deeper into the topics they're studying. Ensure you regularly ask your son about what he is learning, reading, and what he might do to further enhance his learning. Check your son's diary regularly to see what homework tasks he has. There will be weeks when your son has more homework than at other times. However, we cannot emphasise the importance of maintaining regular reading to support your son's literacy. Homework for Year 7s commences in March. We give them the first few weeks to settle into school routines, getting used to catching buses and making new friends. The use of lockers and locks can create some anxiety for Year 7 students. It's one of the key differences of secondary school. Your son will be allocated a locker and combination lock next year. He will have an extensive 2-week orientation project to ensure he is confident in organising and using his locker. There can be a steep learning curve here in learning to be organised and keep materials in order. However, by the middle of term 1, most of the boys get used to their new responsibilities. We are very much looking forward to welcoming your son to St Joseph's later in the year for Orientation Day and guiding him through his learning journey from 2022 and beyond. Thank you.